Ever since the Kardashian clan sauntered into the realm of reality TV, countless families have attempted to replicate their success and bask in the fame. However, most of these attempts have crumbled like poorly constructed Kardashian-themed sandcastles. However, the D'Amelio family seems to have gotten their hand in the business model that Kris Jenner used to propel her family to fame and fortune. At least, they tried. Because, come on, you can't beat the Kardashians at selling scandals in the name of reality TV. Now, how did this daring family endeavor follow in the footsteps of the Kardashian empire? Before we dive into the grand saga of how the D'Amelio family attempted to borrow a page from the Kardashian playbook, let's rewind to the very beginning. In March of 2020, Charli D'Amelio unexpectedly rocketed to the top of the TikTok hierarchy, claiming the coveted title of the world's most followed TikToker. For most of us mere mortals, that's the pinnacle of her achievements. In the wake of her daughter's and sister's newfound fame, the D'Amelios, like a struggling Renaissance family, dabbled in various careers. The D'Amelios had been living the American dream in a picturesque New England suburb. The parents were swimming in riches even before the fame bug bit them. The sisters casually attended the King's School in Stamford, Connecticut, where the annual tuition cost a cool $50,000. High school for Charli was, by her own admission, pretty normal. You know, the classic routine of school, dance, homework, and sleep. Just your average, run-of-the-mill teenage existence. Little did she know that downloading TikTok in March of 2019 would thrust her into the world of viral dances, cringeworthy intros, and relentless pursuit of, well, something. Her first video, a casual lip sync with a friend, was meant for the eyes of close buddies only, but TikTok had other plans. By July of 2019, a duet following the choreography of a user named Moved by Joy catapulted Charli into the limelight. Picture this. She had around 7 followers during dance class, but post-class, she was staring at her phone, screen flooded with 2,000 notifications. Despite Charli's initial claim that she wasn't seeking attention or aiming for stardom, reality hit her like an unexpected dance trend. She started treating TikTok like a full-time gig, posting daily, sometimes more than once. Soon, she was racking up hundreds of thousands of followers, and the burning question lingered: why? Even Charli couldn't fathom the inexplicable phenomenon. I wish I could give everyone an explanation as to what happened, but I have no idea. It was just doing what I do every day and posting it. I guess it's very insane to me, as it is for everyone else watching. Enter the TikTok era dominated by the youth. More than a third of its 49 million daily users in the United States were 14 years old or younger. Charli, at 15, was the perfect match for the app's most active users. So she kept posting, the irony kept looping, and the question of why is she famous again echoed in the digital abyss. While not everyone was making bank on TikTok at that time, the allure of a full-time social media career lingered in 2019. Charli saw the potential and kept pushing forward, all while dealing with the side-eye from skeptics who questioned her claim to fame. Then came the Renegade dance in October of 2019, a defining moment in Charli's journey. This dance, set to the beats of K-Camp's Lottery, turned every teenager on the internet into a dance enthusiast. She was already popular, but the Renegade pushed her over 5 million followers on TikTok. Suddenly, she wasn't just Charli, she was the Renegade girl. Fast forward to the end of 2019, and the D'Amelios were a TikTok powerhouse. Charli boasted with 18 million followers, Dixie had a few million, and even their parents had TikTok accounts with followers in the hundreds of thousands. The D'Amelio family was now a business, and it was time to cash in. Charli dipped her toes into Hollywood, voicing a character in an animated children's film. The family signed with a talent agency, opening doors to massive business opportunities. Charli even got to meet her idol, Jennifer Lopez, and scored tickets to the Super Bowl, a package deal that included hanging out with J-Lo. Not bad for a teenager whose primary talent was the Renegade dance. But here's the kicker. Acting wasn't exactly Charli's forte, as evidenced by her performance in a Super Bowl commercial for Sabra Hummus.
I must celery.
I must pretzels.
Okay, boomer.
It turns out that acting skills weren't included in the Renegade package. The only talent Charli brought to the table was the Renegade dance. Yet, in a classic case of misinformation, she was hailed as the creator of the dance, earning her the dubious title of CEO of Renegade, and thus her journey into the realm of controversy began. In February 2020, the New York Times published an article revealing the actual creator of the Renegade dance, suggesting that Charli and other creators emulated the routine without crediting the source. The Renegade was created by a 14-year-old choreographer, Julia Harmon, who designed the dance in September of 2019 and posted it to her Instagram a month before Charli recreated it on TikTok. "I was happy when I saw my dance all over," she said, "but I wanted credit for it." What added to the uproar was that Julia was a young black girl who many felt was being overshadowed in a market filled with white teenage girls like Charli and newcomer Addison Rae, who stole her dance and profited immensely. In light of the backlash, Charli, through a publicist, said that she was so glad to know who created the dance. "I know it's associated with me," she said, "but I am so happy to give Julia credit." Shortly after the New York Times article was published, Charli posted a video to TikTok performing the dance alongside Julia and Addison Rae. Fortunately for Charli, this controversy kind of went away quickly because the world got hit with the pandemic and had bigger problems to address. Yes, by the end of March 2020, nearly the whole world was shut down, with hundreds of millions of people inside browsing the internet all day. TikTok gained 315 million new users. So when Charli officially became the #1 most followed TikTok account on March 25th, it was huge news. She surpassed Lauren Gray at 41.4 million followers. TikTok having a rising star was crucial for their success. Charli was their model example of how this app can change your life, but it just kept leading to more and more people asking, why is she #1? Why is she famous? It didn't help that Charli embarked on the most generic career path, like any other random LA socialite influencer. She started a podcast, the Ramble Podcast Network, struck a deal with Charli and Dixie to launch a series called Two Chicks. They lasted 27 episodes, but it didn't take off since the two aren't really that great at talking. Then Charli and Dixie partnered with Cosmetics to launch a makeup line. Makeup reviewers on YouTube thought that the products were just average, specifically designed for young teenagers, and it felt like a business play rather than an ambitious endeavor. Dunkin' Donuts offered a limited-time drink on their menu called the Charli. Then she collaborated with Hollister, designing a limited edition fleece sweatshirt. Charli later appeared in Jennifer Lopez's music video for the single Patty Plus Lonely and in BB Rexha's Baby, I'm Jealous. Shortly after, Charli's basic influencer journey was likely due to pressure from her managers, letting her know that she needed to be capitalizing on her moment. Because, nothing screams influencer success like a podcast, a makeup line, and a limited time drink at Dunkin' Donuts. But by this time, Charli's family had begun eyeing the cake and wanted a piece of fame for themselves. In an attempt to replicate the Kardashian magic, the D'Amelio family plunged headfirst into a world of reality television, hoping to fill the void left by the iconic Keeping Up with the Kardashians series. The decision seemed promising as the Kardashian empire prepared to air its last episode, leaving eager audiences searching for a new source of real-life drama. As Charli's popularity spilled over into various artists' music videos and TV appearances, Hulu seized the opportunity to capitalize on her fame by creating a reality show centered around Charli and her family, named The D'Amelio Show. However, the ambitious endeavor faced its fair share of criticism, despite Charli and her sister Dixie boasting massive social media followings. Hulu overlooked a crucial distinction. They were internet famous, not TV famous. The show struggled to reach the same heights as Keeping Up with the Kardashians, as the D'Amelios lacked the conventional fame the Kardashian had before their show. The Kardashian sisters and their entourage were already well known, a star-struck contrast to the D'Amelios, whose fame originated solely from social media and included non-famous friends. While both boomers and Gen Z recognized the Kardashians, the D'Amelios primarily appealed to the younger generation. Critics also took aim at the show's slow progression. What seemed entertaining on TikTok didn't necessarily translate to captivating television. On the small screen, the sisters appeared as regular teenagers with an abundance of wealth. The show attempted to delve into Charli and Dixie's dreams, yet even these segments fell flat, with the sisters often portraying as typical complaining teenagers. The audience questioned the necessity of complaining about the challenges of fame, especially in the context of practicing a dance move for a few minutes. Towards the end of the series, Dixie faced a breaking point, crumbling under the weight of online hate and bullying directed at her singing career. As a teenager passionate about singing, Dixie released several music videos, but instead of receiving support, she encountered a barrage of criticism. This led viewers to ponder whether the sisters truly needed the additional platform on a TV show, considering the existing burdens and critics they faced. The shortcomings of the D'Amelio show extended beyond the sisters themselves, lacking compelling characters apart from the two leads needs, the show failed to introduce individuals worthy of audience interest. In stark contrast to Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where Kardashians had famous friends with intriguing personalities, the D'Amelios found themselves without recognizable figures. Consequently, the show revolved predominantly around Charli and Dixie, leaving viewers bored and prompting many to switch off their TVs. The attempt to replicate the Kardashian formula, it seemed to have fallen short of expectations, but Charli did not give up. In fact, it appears the D'Amelio family got the crossover of their dreams when Charli recently went public with her boyfriend Landon Barker. Landon happens to be Travis Barker's son and Kourtney Kardashian's stepson. The pair first sparked dating rumors after US Weekly spotted them leaving Landon's concert together in June of 2022. At the time, a source told the outlet they preferred to keep their relationship very low-key and away from the public eye as much as possible. Charli and Landon changed their minds and decided low-key wasn't their style. After posting adorable photos of nicknames like Landlord on Instagram, Charli and Landon began soft launching their romance via Landon's stepmother's show, The Kardashians. Charli appeared in an episode of The Kardashians in season 3. The influencer filmed a scene at Kourtney's poolside with Posh event in October of 2022. During the episode, Charli snapped a few photos with Kourtney and Landon. While Charli hasn't announced any plans for a Kardashian-D'Amelio crossover, her bond with the Kardashians through Landon could solidify her stance in the famous family's inner circle. Since Charli and Landon started dating, she has had nothing but kind words regarding her boyfriend's blended family. During a guest appearance on the Drew Barrymore show with her family, Charli confirmed it was true that Kourtney approves of her and Landon's relationship. As for Charli's sister Dixie, it looks like she took a page from the Kardashian Jenner playbook, trying to ride on her sister's fame train, but let's just say she's holding on to the caboose, not exactly in the first class carriage.
There were days I would work all day and Charli wouldn't do anything. I was like, how do you have all these followers and you're laying in bed all day?
Dixie made her acting debut in the Brat TV series Attaway General. This show can be described as a low-budget Grey's Anatomy, but with a twist. It replaces the adults with TikTok influencers who, let's be honest, can't act, Dixie included. Despite her theater background, the series skips incorporating real-life scenarios to teach important values to children. Instead, Attaway General serves up unrealistic situations where teen volunteers lacking any qualifications find themselves assisting patients in critical condition with severe medical injuries. They also casually stroll around the hospital, waltz in and out of patients' rooms, and randomly break into TikTok dances in the hallway. The show earned itself terrible reviews, sitting at an abysmal 1 out of 10 on IMDb. Dixie eventually left the series after one season to focus on her music career. Now, let's talk about her music career, which didn't exactly hit all the right notes. Be Happy was Dixie's debut single, exploring themes like mental illness and depression. As she hyped up the release, nobody had really heard her sing before. Given her notoriety as a bad dancer and actor, expectations were uncertain. What listeners got was Dixie moping around about her multi-million-dollar LA mansion, pleading with everyone to let her be sad. The song followed your standard formulaic pop structure with singing that might remind you of Rebecca Black's Friday. Despite the memes and a less than stellar vocal performance, Be Happy racked up 100 million views on YouTube and charted in multiple countries. To everyone's surprise or perhaps disbelief, the song even earned a gold certification. Following this, Dixie decided to officially take the plunge into the music scene, signing a record deal with none other than record executive extraordinaire L.A. Reid's label Hitco Entertainment. Throughout the year, she unleashed 3 more singles upon the world: Naughty List, a festive collaboration with Liam Payne; One Whole Day, where she joined forces with Wiz Khalifa; and The Catchy Roommates. Despite her initial lukewarm reception, Dixie persisted in dropping beats over the years, and surprise, surprise, her singing got an upgrade. Unfortunately, her musical glow-up might be overshadowed by the memory of that first impression, like convincing your friend to give sushi another shot after a bad soy sauce incident. In the quest for musical stardom, Dixie faced the challenge of changing minds that had slammed shut after the initial encounter with her singing prowess. It's a tough crowd, but hey, even the mighty oak was once a nutshell that stood in ground, or something like that. Now, most teenagers are on a quest for independence, balancing it with the confronting safety net of parental advice. It's a delicate dance, not unlike the Kardashian Jenners, who, despite their fame and fortune, still look at their momager Kris Jenner for pearls of wisdom. Because in the world of showbiz and teenage rebellion, nothing says I'm independent like a parental safety net.
But LA is a very tricky place and people get sucked in but being around my parents and my family keeps me so grounded.
In any case, just like the Kardashians, it appears the D'Amelio family is on a downward spiral. You see, last month, Charli and her family were labeled as gross and tone-deaf after cosplaying as a Walmart employee in a sponsored video that prompted several of the chain's workers to fiercely criticize her. Charli and Dixie donned Walmart's uniforms and pretended to work as the grocery chain while prompting its new popcorn brand, Be Happy Snacks. And while the social media Mongols seemed to have fun playing dress up and acting as cashiers while scanning the snacks behind the register, the joke prompted fierce backlash from members on the working class who were quick to call out the teens. In the campaign, Charli, who boasts a net worth of $30 million, and Dixie, who has a net worth of $15 million, donned classic blue Walmart vest and employee badges. They posed for photos both in the snack aisle of the store and behind the register in an attempt to persuade customers to buy their new line of popcorn, which is exclusively sold at Walmart. The clip garnered over 10.1 million views and plenty of comments from her over 151.6 million followers. Many people in the comment section were Walmart employees who shared their experiences living paycheck to paycheck and working draining shifts. One person wrote, "And you think it's okay to act like a minimum wage employee as you market and advertise your new food products? You really think that's okay? Meanwhile, there are people who work so hard to have a better quality of life, and there are others who sacrifice so much in order to have a better lifestyle. Let's have more respect for those who work harder than content creators." Someone else added, "Just saw your pretending to be a Walmart worker video. It honestly hurt my heart. Wealthy people doing regular people jobs while clearly being embarrassed at even pretending to do the job. It's sad. I understand your culture does not allow you to understand normal people's lives, but it's just sad all around." The campaign's backlash comes just 1 week after her sister Dixie came under fire scrutiny for proclaiming that she no longer wants to work. During the airing of a recent episode of Hulu's The D'Amelio Show, Dixie said that her biggest goal professionally is probably to marry rich.
My biggest goals professionally is probably to marry rich. I really don't want to work anymore.
Social media users were quick to call her out, with one person saying, "Girl, your yearly salary is higher than a doctor. You are rich already. You could retire now and live a luxurious life." The D'Amelios pretty much found themselves in the same situation as Kim during the golden moment when the Skims founder, who has seemingly never worked a day in her life, decided to grace us with pearls of wisdom, advising her fellow women to rise and grind. Because apparently women these days are just allergic to putting in any effort.
The best advice for women in business: get your ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work.
Anyways, do you think the D'Amelio family is headed down the same rabbit hole as the Kardashians? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to this channel for more content.